Hey guys, I hope everybody is doing well. I am super excited about this package. I watched recently on probably HBO, maybe Palladia, I'm not sure. The Billy Joel, in fact it might have even been Showtime. Billy Joel, A Matter of Trust, The Bridge to Russia. It was like an hour and a half long overview of what was an historic 1987 Russian tour, the first rock concert or pop concert, or however you want to look at it, ever in Russia. Vladimir Putin, I believe, was the gentleman. Oh no, was it Putin? No, it was the other one. Anyway, Russia had been opened to new ideas. And it was a guy with a wine stain on his head. Someone help me out. I'll either put it in the. Well, actually, someone can just fill in the blanks for me. My brain is not working at the moment. I don't feel like looking it up. So somebody will fill it in for the good listeners out there. Russia was opening up, and more the kids in Russia, the teenagers in Russia, wanted to be more and more like the kids in the United States. So let me zoom in on this a little bit. Yeah. It was a Showtime documentary. Duh, here it is. Previously unreleased music on this. This is a 2 CD, 1 Blu-ray release. I got it for like $30, which I thought was an okay price. It's a deluxe version. It's got a ton of unreleased songs on it. They've been released in other formats, but just not on this particular disc. So let me see. What do we got here? We have, on CD number 1, Uya, which is a Russian song of some sort. Prelude, Angry Young Man. Honesty. The Ballad of Billy the Kid from His Plastic is screwed. There we go. She's Always a Woman. Scenes from an Italian Restaurant. Goodnight Saigon, one of my favorites. Stiletto, which you don't hear all that often. Big Man on Mulberry Street, which I love. Baby Grand, ditto. What's Your Name? I have no idea what that song is. The Longest Time, An Innocent Man, all great songs. And then on CD number 2, we have Pressure, Allentown, A Matter of Trust, one of my favorites. Only the Good Die Young, everybody seems to like that one. It's Still Rock and Roll to me, ditto. Sometimes a Fantasy, another one you don't hear that much. You May Be Right, Uptown Girl, overplayed. Big Shot, underplayed. Back in the USSR, Have to Do It. And The Times They Are A-Changin', the Dylan tune, which seems more than a little appropriate for Russia. Then some bonus tracks, She Loves You. Guessing that's Beatles and New York State of Mind and Piano Man. Oddly, they didn't play those. Go figure. Then on the Blu-ray, and this is what I don't like here. The Blu-ray, for some reason, leaves out some of the songs that I liked from the other one. So it goes from, and it puts them in a different order. So go freaking figure. So it's got Piano Man, Angry Young Man, Allentown, Goodnight Saigon, Big Man on Mulberry Street, Baby Grand, An Innocent Man, Honesty, well, it's just in different order somewhere. The Longest Time, A Matter of Trust, Only the Good Die Young, It's Still Rock and Roll to Me, Sometimes a Fantasy, You May Be Right, Uptown Girl, Big Shot, and Back in the USSR. I'm thinking there's something missing. Or maybe it's just all in different order. I don't see Stiletto on there, so there's one that's missing. Ballad of Billy the Kid's not on there, which, that's okay. Glad Honesty's on there because that's a really good version of it. I listened to a little of this coming home, popped it in the car stereo. And a bonus song, Pressure, and I do like Pressure. So the concert's approximately 86 minutes long, about an hour and a half. And then the special, the documentary film, is about 74 minutes long, which will have little bits and pieces of some of the songs and backstage stuff and some really cool stuff on it. So let's take a look at the inside of this. By the way, I'm a huge Billy Joel fan. And, okay, first of all, there's a huge booklet. How huge is it? It's about 80 pages big. 80 pages thick. To include in the back, and I like when they do this, although I know all the words to all the songs, I really like it when they put all the words to all the songs. And so all the words to all the songs on both CDs are here. So if you don't know the words, they're here. And they're in English. So if you speak Russian, I can't help you. Even the rehearsal songs are here. Then a lot of, all the credits are here in the back. Both video and audio credits. A lot of stuff there. A lot of cool pictures throughout the booklet. Let's see here. Once in a lifetime opportunity. So there's some. Oh boy, isn't this true? If you grew up in the mid-50s in America, as this person did, it's likely that with some regularity you practiced a bomb drill in your grammar school. When the warning bell screeched, you urgently crawled under your tiny wooden desk, which teachers assured you would save your life in the event they dropped the big one. Yeah, they were the Soviets, and the big one was a nuclear bomb. It was called the duck and cover drill. And, yeah, they wouldn't have saved anything. That's the bend over and kiss your ass goodbye drill is what they should have called it. Here's some scenes. This one, Billy Joel kind of kicked ass. He kicks ass now in a different way. He's older, balding, bearded, overweight. I shouldn't talk, but he's definitely overweight. This is when he was slimmer, meaner, trimmer, and had something to prove coming to Russia. And all these scenes are in here. Russia is just a beautiful country. Moscow's a beautiful city. And he plays in Moscow and other places. So, in Leningrad. And really, really nice. Another article. Part of the great rock and roll tradition of trashing equipment. Okay. More pictures of Russian people. Who was his interpreter, translator, whatever you want to call him, Oleg Smirnov, who traveled with Billy Joel throughout the country and also translated for him in concert. Like I said, he was in better shape there and kind of kicked ass back in those days. Married to Christy Brinkley at the time. I'm imagining she was also there. I don't remember seeing her in the documentary. I think she was there, though. Yeah, she was, because at one point he brings his kid up on stage. Alexa. He brings her up on stage. Yeah, this is just a really cool booklet. And is there an article by Billy Joel in here? I'm not sure. The quote from Billy Joel. The trip to Russia was probably the biggest highlight for me as a performer. I met these people and they weren't the enemy. I also hope that the people in America could see what we did. What happens when your kid says to you, "What did you do in the Cold War, Daddy?" And now we have something to say. Billy Joel, in 2013, looking back at his 1987 concert, historic concert in Russia. Really historic tour, because it was a tour and not just a single one-off. It was an entire tour that he did. So that was pretty cool. Yes, it was. So here is the insides of this. This is the actual digibook type. It's glossy here, as you can see. And then inside, you've got some pretty cool, all red, appropriately, I guess. People, some Russian people in the back. Yep. And then you've got just one. These aren't really protected. These are the CDs, so I was concerned about these. I'll probably put this on my iPod and then get that CD 1. I've looked at these. There's not a mark on them. The CD 2 here. Ditto. I've said ditto a lot in this one, in this video. And then the last one, the Blu-ray, I like how they did this. They put it in its own little case, and I suppose that protects it better than just sitting in the cardboard. And then that's what this one looks like. There's a little Blu-ray symbol there. Documentary film and the concert itself. Way nice. Like I said, I saw the documentary film on Showtime, and it was real sweet. So I'm looking forward to seeing the concert now. It seems they have all the songs on it I really want. So there's it's oversized, bigger than a CD, smaller than a Blu-ray. I'll put a Blu-ray up next to it. so you can see the size. Not much smaller than a Blu-ray, though. There's The Last Temptation of Christ. It's Criterion. You can see it's thicker than a Blu-ray and not quite as tall as a Blu-ray. If you had it on your shelf this way, this is how it would look next to a Blu-ray. Or you can do what I'm going to do and put it on the shelf this way somewhere and really display it. Because I think it's pretty freaking cool. Big Billy Joel fan, like I said. And I've listened to maybe about half of the first CD. It sounds excellent. His voice is great. The instruments have nice separation. It sounds like it's in a small concert hall as opposed to a large arena, which I also like. And he sang with some intensity and clarity and drive, and his voice was younger, smoother, and more defined. More like the album with an edge. Less like an older version as it is now in concert. So I'm real happy to have this. It's also textures you can see there underneath this plastic on the actual slip cover. And in the back, I'm not taking this off at the moment. I may eventually, but the back has all the, as I showed you before. So I think it is a sweet release. I'm real happy to have it for $30. You know, 2 CDs plus a Blu-ray. You know, it's probably a little pricey, but not that bad. Let's figure the Blu-ray for $15, and let's figure the 2 CDs for $15. I don't think that's too bad. I'm happy with it, and I know. And just a moment here before I conclude, I want to say a little bit about. I like music. I have a lot of music CDs, and you can see here I have these are all music related. All this little shelf here, and I have lots more as well. I like them because for a couple of reasons. One is it's like I was at the concert, and when it's historic like this Billy Joel one, that's really cool. And if it's even a current concert that I don't go to concerts like I used to, so you know, if I haven't gone to see the Eagles, let's say on their Farewell 3 tour, whatever it is, I have the document. I have the actual DVD or Blu-ray of the concert. The Grateful Dead, back when Jerry Garcia was alive, I have numerous Grateful Dead shows that I have, and you know, they mean a lot to me. Bands I never saw, like Led Zeppelin or Elvis Presley, you know, I've got that kind of stuff. I've got the Beatles anthology because to me that was important. It showed a lot of film, a lot of concert footage that you really can't get anywhere else. And then some bands that I might not want to pay to see, like maybe Metallica, although I might pay to see Metallica. Or Paul McCartney. I don't want to pay what Paul McCartney wants. So I have quite a few Paul McCartney DVDs. Anyway, I'm happy with it. I'm happy that it's on Blu-ray. For about $5 less, you can pick it up on DVD if you'd rather have the DVD with the 2 CDs. But I think you can't go wrong with this one. It looks great from what I saw on the Showtime special. It sounds wonderful. I'll be popping in the Blu-ray later on and checking that out. So guys and gals, if you're a Billy Joel fan or you like historic concerts in your collection, I highly recommend the Billy Joel Historic 87 concert made up from the Russian tour. Matter of Trust, The Bridge to Russia. That's it for now. I'll see you again the next time.